Let me tell you a story. So, I needed to make a pitch for a business idea. And well, of course, that's what I did. I created a pitch. And when I went and actually did the pitch, well, it sucked. Let's be honest. I wasn't a very good pitcher, nor was my pitch very good, and the result was that no one was really interested. And well, that's the feedback that I got. And you know what? That day, I was a bit frustrated. I was like, why did I even do that? Man, it's completely over. That's it. The world has ended. But did it end? Well, no. Here I am. So the world did not end even though the outcome that I wanted did not happen. And I think all of us can share these moments and remember back to our own lives and even multiple times when we thought, oh man, the world has ended because XYZ happened. Whether a girl left you or you didn't get the job or when you applied to that university you got rejected. All these things happen and they're very real and they can really hit us hard and destroy our sense and confidence. But let me tell you, it's exactly those moments when you realize that the world did not end. Because here you still are. You're still alive and you still got so many opportunities that you can do with your life. And so you can find confidence in the fact that despite failures, despite rejection, despite all the bad stuff that can happen, you can survive because you've done it before. And that is a great sense and a thing that I always remind myself when I lack confidence, when I feel like maybe I shouldn't make another pitch, maybe I shouldn't make another video, maybe I shouldn't do XYZ. In whatever the situation might be, I can always remind myself that even if the worst possible outcome happens, I've survived before. And that gives me confidence to put myself out there and to do brave things, like making these videos. I've made videos and gotten hate. Surprise, surprise. And despite that, I'm willing to go and do it again. I have the confidence to put myself out there again and again and again because I have survived before. I have the track record to give me the confidence to know even if things go badly, life won't end and I can make it through that. And another thing that gives you a lot of confidence is what I call the pink unicorn theory. And it sounds weird. A pink unicorn. What's a pink unicorn got to do with confidence? But if you imagine in your head a pink unicorn, now it exists in your head, but it doesn't exist in the outside world. And the moment you are no longer conscious of that pink unicorn in your head, it disappears completely. And you know what the funny thing is? The same is with stress. The same is with anxiety. The same is with fear. All these things that come in the way of our confidence. Because confidence is simply the lack of anxiety and stress and fear of a situation. That's what confidence is. That you're able to be yourself and not fear or be anxious. So all of those emotions, they're the same as the pink unicorn. They exist only within your head, not in the outside world. And the moment you are no longer conscious of them, they disappear. And so just like the pink unicorn, if you won't let a pink unicorn in your head make decisions for you and your life and decide what you're going to do, then don't let those emotions do that either. Because they're just like the pink unicorn. They exist just in your head and they will disappear the moment you are no longer conscious of them. And so if you don't let a pink unicorn literally change your life and dictate what you do with your life, then don't let stress, don't let anxiety, don't let fear, because none of those things are real. They're just like the pink unicorn. And so the next time you do something that makes you be anxious, maybe you see an attractive woman that you wish you would talk to, but you're a bit anxious. You're like, oh, well, what might happen? Well, just remember, pink unicorn. That fear in your head, that anxiety in your head, that stress about what might happen, it's not real. It doesn't affect you. And it literally will disappear if you just stop thinking about it. And so just go and do it. Gain the confidence by thinking of the pink unicorn. Remind yourself, pink unicorn, I cannot be affected by these negative emotions. These negative emotions do not even exist to me. They're not real. And when you remind yourself, you figure out that, oh, you know what, pink unicorn. And then you go and do it. All of a sudden, you'll be a lot more confident. You have the confidence to actually take action. That's the most important part, taking action. You know, when you're walking on stage and you have to hold a presentation or a speech, all of a sudden you're like, oh, you know what, I don't really like public speaking. This is actually kind of hard, you know, it makes me a bit stressed, and, you know, I start sweating and heart start beating. Pink unicorn. All of those negative emotions, the stress, the anxiety, none of them is real. It's not real. It's literally not real. It does not exist. The same way that the pink unicorn does not exist and no one knows of it, the stress does not exist and no one knows of it, because it's simply in your head. And so you should always remind yourself when you're feeling these, you know, things like anxiety and stress, and you're maybe a bit afraid to do something, just remind yourself that it is a pink unicorn, and then go and do it. Make the presentation, hold the speech, you know, give the pitch, you know, do those things. And inevitably, once things go bad, you know, just like my pitch went badly, you know, let me tell you, that's a part of the game. And you just have to embrace it. You're gonna suck. You're gonna fail. You're gonna do bad stuff, and you're gonna have, you know, the outcomes which you don't desire. That is life. And you just have to understand that that is part of the game. And once you understand that, failure is real and it's going to happen eventually. As long as you keep doing things that are worth doing, you will eventually fail. It is a guarantee. As long as you keep pushing yourself to new limits, at some point you will fail. That's a part of the game of becoming better. And so once you embrace it and accept it, it won't impact you the same way. It's not a surprise anymore. It doesn't come around the corner and just hit you. You're like, oh, I'm ready for this. And once again, you gain confidence in your ability to, you know what, I'm fine with failure. I know it's part of the process. And so I don't even see it as a negative thing anymore. I simply see it as part of the game. You know, if you want to find a partner, getting rejected, trust me, has happened to me, has happened to everyone. It's a part of the game. You know, starting a business, pitching your idea. You're gonna have a lot of times when people don't invest, when people don't care about your idea, when they say that it's complete garbage. Part of the game. You know, you make videos, you get hate, you get 0 views, nothing good happens. You know, all of this, it's simply part of the game. The failures, the bad outcomes, everything, it's part of the game, and you just have to understand that when it's part of the game, you are willing to embrace it, and that's when you gain real confidence. Confidence simply comes to you because you just know, despite the bad things happening, I know that they're gonna happen. I know that, you know, failure is around the corner. I know that some bad thing is gonna happen. The plan never works out. The plan always falls apart. Something surprising will always happen. And when you accept that and you're ready for it, it doesn't affect you the same way. All of a sudden, you are confident in those uncertain situations and circumstances where you are not in control. You're confident that you can survive. And so you should always remember to gain confidence. First of all, remember to yourself, you've been through bad stuff before. Everyone has. Everyone has had bad days. Everyone has had failures. But the world did not end. You will survive just like you did before. So remember that. Secondly, remember that all the bad emotions like fear and anxiety and stress that you might feel, don't let them make decisions for you, because they're not real. Remember the pink unicorn. It exists only within your head, and the moment you are no longer conscious of it, it disappears. And thirdly, remember that all the bad stuff that you fear is gonna happen, that takes away from your confidence because you're afraid that you're gonna go on the stage and say something stupid or whatever, that's just a part of the game. And the moment you accept that, most likely something is gonna happen, things are never gonna go perfectly, that's when you are confident and gain confidence to be in uncertain circumstances. And so those three things will help you gain confidence and help you be confident in all realms of life. And so, as always, go out there, chase your dreams, stay disciplined, and have a fantastic day.